Hello, my name is Brogan, and today we will be discussing the issue of food security in India. The primary diets of many rural Indians consists mainly of grains, wheat, maize, rice, etc. These are not rich in nutrients such as vitamin A. Vitamin A is found in foods such as meat and dairy products. Vitamin A deficiency is the leading cause of child blindness. It can cause diseases and infections to become worse, and skin issues are very common. Iron deficiencies are very common because of the primarily vegetarian diet of most Indians. Iron deficiencies can cause anemia. Indian soil is not very rich in iodine in many areas. The fairly widespread usage of non-iodized salt in soil has led to the lack of iodine in many Indian diets. Although iodine-related issues are not as prevalent as they once were just years ago, they are still an issue today. Endemic goiter, hyperthyroidism, cretinism, decreased fertility rates, and increased infant mortality rates, as well as learning disabilities, can be caused by iodine deficiency. We had an interview with a poor, unskilled laborer living in rural India. He consumes about 2,000 calories each day. That's about 500 less than the average adult male should be getting. He primarily eats grains and dairy, and he does not eat much, if any, produce and meat. He, along with many other Indians like him, cannot afford a balanced diet. They say up to 76% of Indians cannot afford to eat a balanced diet. His malnutrition causes him issues such as sleep issues, anxiety, depression, and irritability. This is because malnutrition causes issue with blood sugar. This causes the brain not to function properly. It interrupts the production of serotonin and other chemicals in the brain. These interruptions can cause mental health issues. Physically, he is weak and has little extra muscle mass. He also claims his ailments have been worse than when he was eating a better diet. Since his diet is not balanced, he does not get enough iron, vitamin A, or iodine, and that causes him many other issues. His major obstacle to getting a balanced diet is price. Although even if everybody had enough money, there wouldn't be enough food to fill the demand that would require. When you are malnourished, the body will use the nutrients stored in both your fat cells and muscle cells. Your metabolism will slow down as you have access to less and less calories. This reduces your muscle mass and fat mass, making you weaker and skinnier. Conditions such as anemia can set in because of lack of iron, blindness can set in because of lack of vitamin A, and goiter can set in because of lack of iodine. Muscle use is affected by hunger because the body breaks down muscle mass into energy and nutrients. The respiratory system is made less efficient by the lack of iron. The body can't produce hemoglobin without iron, and with less hemoglobin, blood cells cannot send oxygen around the body. Hormones require iodine to be made so that the body's processes will be affected also. Mental, immune, and gastric systems will also be affected. The best solution? A combination of government welfare and more efficient farming techniques would help to solve the food crisis. Water conservation, crop variation, and more land-efficient methods of farming that maximize the use of currently available resources will help the farming industry in India become more resistant to climate change. Climate change is an issue that will become more pronounced in the coming years. It will affect crop yields, and having a way to mitigate that risk is required. More efficient farming techniques and government welfare can help reduce food insecurity and reduce crop exports. This approach will expand on what programs already exist and implement education and reforms for farming techniques. After hearing all of that, will you please consider donating to the Feeding Indian Foundation? Please go to their website and donate anything you can. Thank you. Together we can beat hunger.